2024 is now drawing towards an end, and this year has been a pretty crazy year for Roblox. We have had many different pieces of drama, the revival of events, the bannings in some countries. It's been a pretty crazy year. Now, whilst for some it's been a really great year, like the Dress to Impress team, as they've been on a massive generational run.
And you know what else is massive?
But for others, it's been a pretty bad year. So you know what, I decided that I'd get all the news this year, compile it into a pretty short video, so your attention spans don't get a bit too overworked here, and I hope you enjoy. So enjoy this video. Roblox inflation was the big first story of the year, as Roblox decided to bring every person's nightmare to life. High inflation. Now, I'm not the tax man, so I won't break down what inflation is in real life. But on Roblox, it really started with the introduction of the infamous dynamic price floors in February, which meant UGC creators had to put their items at a minimum price, which was of course decided by Roblox, since they decide everything. For example, if you were selling a hat for 5 Robux, but Roblox made the price floor 25 Robux, you would have to put your hat at 25 Robux or more. What was even worse was that Roblox was deciding the price floors, and is still deciding the price floors, depending on how popular an item is, or was. If hats were popular, then their prices went up, and if shoulder accessories weren't popular, then they went down. Roblox even upped the prices on Christmas Day. Then we had Bloxburg Drama, the Roblox Sims, its first piece of relevancy since 2020, and why, you may ask? Well, it turns out Roblox players don't really like paying taxes. So, you know, these little children, they're going to have a real shock when they get into the real world. It went viral on Twitter for a few days, then died again until June, when the new Bloxburg management wanted to make Bloxburg free, which to non-Bloxburg players sounds great, you know, don't have to pay 25 Robux anymore. But to the Bloxburg players, it was a declaration of war. First, they demanded that they get their 25 Robux fee to pay their game back. Then they built walls around their houses, and then they launched their major attack. They went around scamming players that were new, and most likely bacon hairs, which were little children, by saying that they would help building their houses, and instead they did not build anything. They instead bulldozed it and deleted it. And after that, to add salt to the wound, they decided that they'd just go back to their house on their nice big fancy car. Pure evil, I know. And this is worse than those free Robux bot scams from 2020. Now, speaking of bots, this year bots came back from the ashes and now grind XP in games like Blox Fruits, Go Pets, Murder Mystery 2 by using exploits to hide underneath the map. What do they do with this XP? Well, they buy items and then sell them on the Roblox black market. Roblox, surprisingly enough, have done nothing. But the governments of the world have, with the British government cracking down on illegal Roblox casinos. Another Roblox classic is getting banned. 2024 has seen the Roblox community of North Korea be joined in the banned countries club by the people of Turkey, Brookhaven players of South Korea, and the child gamblers of Britain and Australia. I've mentioned a lot of bad things that have happened so far, so why don't we take a little trip to something more positive that has happened this year. 2024 has seen the revival of events on Roblox. We've had so many this year. Some of you would have loved them, some of you would have hated them, and some of you would have found them alright but not the best. And there's some of you out there who probably didn't even know that these events happened, but if you've been watching my channel this year, you would know that I've made a lot of videos on events. There's even a whole playlist about them. So why don't we take a little look back at all the events that have happened this year in 2024. So I lied, whoopsies. Negative things did come along with the events of 2024, but I will get onto them later. We started 2024's events with the Hunt First Edition. We all thought it'd be an egg hunt, and what a surprise, we were wrong. So why don't we say the exact same thing for next year? But seriously, the hunt was insane, as 100 games, 101% made up of GameFam games, all took part, creating quests for people to go around over 15 days to collect tokens, which they would then buy items with. But don't let the haters tell you that this wasn't an egg hunt, as you could get an egg if you beat the event. Haters would also say that there were too many games. Some quests were designed just to make players spend the most time in their games. But you know, those are all just accusations. Then 2 months later in May we saw another event, where that was the exact same as the hunt, just in classic form and had less games. Take a guess what this was called. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. The Classic! Then in August we had the games, which was supposed to be about competing for your favourite team, like the Crimson Cats. I've forgotten the names of the rest of them. But you know, it actually became a competition of who had the most subscribers, because you know, then that assured you the victory. And take a guess who won. KreekCraft, Lana Rae and NightFoxx were their team, the Crimson Cats. Then in October, Roblox got in the Halloween spirit by doing the Haunt, which was spooky dress to impress, where players had to dress up their avatar, take a picture for a daily category, and players would vote for the best one. But instead, NPCs were pictured, and people just voted to get a free item. That's great, lads. Finally, we conclude 2024 with the Winter Spotlight, which is the hunt but Christmas. Seriously, that is the only thing I've got written down here. There is nothing else I can say about this. I've played it, and I've gotten bored of it. All they do is you have to go in, get a few tokens, and they've redesigned the UI. Wow, magical. Now, before we move on to the outro, let's get these honourable mentions done. IKEA jobs on Roblox that paid £13 an hour. That is, I'm pretty sure that is minimum wage, so well done to all those that got accepted. You can only do that in the UK and Ireland though, which was €14 I believe. Then we had the Roblox Innovations Awards 2024, which was literally the hunt, or not really the hunt, but the event that had all their prizes for just voting for the right category, because you'd get points every time you got the winning category right. And what was even worse for that is that they showed live, before you even voted, the live count for who voted for it. So it didn't end up being about what game was the best that year in your opinion, it became who was the most popular. Then we had RDC 24, where we had a bunch of new announcements, like the party system, the redesign, rescale and all that accessories update. That was good. And then we had the parental controls arriving on Roblox. That was a major part, because now all the 13-year-olds spam Roblox's comment sections on all social medias wanting it back. In reality, they're not going to be getting that back for a while, since, you know, this is a requirement now in some countries. So we're coming towards the end of the video now, which also draws an end to 2024 on Roblox, because you will be seeing this in the 31st of December, so the last few hours of the year. Now this year has been a very mixed year for Roblox, and there has been quite a few negatives, but there have been some big pros. For instance, whilst some of you would have not have liked the events that have happened this year, it's a brand new thing that has happened. Roblox have not done events in years, so it's crazy for them to bring it back, because in December 2023, none of us would have expected that this would happen. So we're so lucky that Roblox are actually with the community now. They even talk with the community now. I've seen them reply to people, which they rarely ever do, as they've become more corporate over the past few years. But now there is not much left for us to say, because we can't predict what will happen next year. We just gotta hope, you know, that it will be good. So there is at last one last thing for me to say to you all, and that is I wish you all a happy new year. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next year. Goodbye.